Hello, I'm Jim McLean.
And I'm Adam Neeson eating skips.
Welcome to another episode of the NIC.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
I'm just a fucked up girl who's looking for my own peace of mind.
Welcome to the party, pal.
I'll be back.
I'll have what she's having.
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
Here's looking at you, kid.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
So is it a bird, is it a plane? No, it's Adam Neeson munching on those skips. More controversial than a social media post by Elmo. And listeners, his account has not, and I repeat, not been hacked. Adam, welcome to another episode. We've loads we're going to be talking about this week. We're going to be very movie-centric, I feel, this week. I know we're trying to broaden out. I've got some new ideas and things in the works for the future as the podcast kind of finds its feet, I guess, in this new revised format. But, may as well get over the awkward bit, Let's not talk too much about cross-community sports camps here in Northern Ireland. Let's not talk about that. Let's leave that to Slugger O'Toole. But how did you enjoy your 12th of July and the heat?
Well, it wasn't here, Matt. It was in Canada.
You were in Toronto.
Hey, buddy, I was in Canada, buddy.
What, is that a booty?
Not a lot.
Did you see a Mountie?
No, when I was fucking raising. Because I love...
Due South?
Huh?
Wasn't it Due South?
Due South, but
Yeah.
I love Diddley too, right? Not the Brendan Fraser version, but the cartoon.
Yeah.
Didn't see any Mounties. Here, see their, not to be like that guy, see their, like customs and immigration at the airport.
Yeah.
Worse than Belfast City.
No.
Just walk straight on. The guy went, yeah, walk straight on through. He's like, fuck.
Did you go in there like, what's your name? Mr. Bin Laden. Go on ahead, sir.
I think as long as they seen you didn't have an American passport, they were like, oh, I'm on in.
Yeah, come on in.
Any Yanks were like, here, are you the Winter Soldier?
Any Yanks that particularly had Make America Great hats? Sorry, sir, you're going to have to go for a little examination.
I was Jim put his finger in his own arsehole.
Yeah, what can I say? You got to get your kinks somewhere. So you were in Toronto, didn't see any Mounties. You just were able to breeze through security. Here, over the 12th, of course, all that stuff. Every year.
Kneecap.
Bonfires, kneecap. We had asbestos gate up at the Donegal Road. I got sent there for it by Q Radio, and I had some kids throw some stones at me. Mm-hmm. To which the next day Michael was like, "Oh, I want you to go back up to that bonfire." And you're like, brilliant, I've brought you something. He brought me a proper hard hat. I should have brought it in with me. That, like, now when I say hard, it wasn't like what a builder had. It's like a cap, but when you hit it, it's like that. It's like, oh, okay, that's all right. He's like, oh, could have brought you body armor, but I decided against it. And you're like, I think that's a bit too much.
Was it like? Do you ever see the news report where the guys reporting on the black tar heroin being burnt? You ever seen that?
No.
So there's black tar heroin, say that 94 times.
Black tar heroin.
Being burnt behind him. And obviously it being burnt, he inhales the fumes.
Yeah.
But he's in full like body armour stuff. And the more the report goes on, the more high he gets.
I shall look for that online. We'll put a link for that. But yeah, I went up there, did a report on it. As I say, blah, 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 blah. The first day, as I say, there was kids throwing stones at me. And what I can only describe as a very upstanding member of society in South Belfast came up to myself, and there's a few other presenters there. Kind of came and said, "Hear me out. Where the fuck are you from?" And I said, "Oh, I'm from, Q Radio." "Get the fuck. This is a polite goodbye."
Fuck.
You're like, okay, mister, I'll go. Yeah, so we've had all that, but more importantly, we had the heat. Oh, Adam, I was sweating. What did I do on one of the hottest days of the year so far? I went to the cinema. I went to see Superman. More on that later. But for Toronto, what was the weather like?
The same, but more humid.
Is that not a good thing?
Sort of. The good thing about that side of the world is they actually believe in the idea of air conditioning.
Okay.
Whereas the UK is just like, open a window.
Get the fans out of the attic. Get them down.
We have 2 fans blowing every night now. But it was fine. It was a big walk about the city. Seen a homeless man's penis one of the first days. That was good.
I'm sorry. Let's just not breeze over that.
So a man came walking towards me with putting on a hoodie because he was like, must be a bit nippy. But the more he got towards me, the more I realised that that's the only thing he was wearing. And you know, like that sort of put your arms up to put the hoodie on.
Yeah.
Like if he had the hoodie on, it would have covered cheeks and peep.
Okay.
But because he was doing the arms up to put the hoodie on, hoodie was raised up like Winnie the Pooh. And I was getting the full 108 oils, baby.
We had to have a look.
Yeah, Jim.
Now, were you there? You were there with all family, or was that just you on your own?
Just me and Heidi, thankfully.
Okay. Heidi, have a look.
Well, I said, I was like, because I seen him come walking towards me, and I was like, don't look. But then when you tell somebody don't look at something, they're immediately like, beep, 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 eye contact.
Yeah.
So.
Did you point it out?
She wet willied his willy.
She was just like, I should be so lucky.
Exactly.
Right, okay, you've been drawn to. I survived the haters to say, it's been warm. It's still kind of warm and clammy.
Sticky, mate.
Oh, mate, like I'm sitting here today, and just as soon as you go into the studio here, you're just moist. You're just instantaneously moist.
Well, that's because Abe's here.
Yeah. Whoa, what a sexy man indeed. But anyway, yes, so we've had that. I know we're going to get into the top 10 as always very briefly this week, so I know we want to move on to talk about Superman. A couple of big trailers and stuff. We saw the first real glimpse of Stranger Things season 5. I'm a little bit excited. Isn't it New Year's Eve? The final episode drops?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Gives me an excuse. Not that I really was going to go to parties and stuff. I could see myself sitting watching that on New Year's Eve.
I'm thinking, I've wasted this whole year. Thinking about this shape. There was trailers for Tron and Mortal Kombat 2. Get over here. But we'll talk about them later.
Yeah, okay. So let's move on to the top 10. So, box office top 10, not much has changed. We'll go through these quickly. The Ballad of Wallace Island. I'm busting to see this. I've heard a lot of good things. Have you seen this?
This is the one with Tim Key?
Yes.
I've heard very good things as well.
I'm going to hopefully try and catch that more than likely, I think, when it's on VOD and released at home. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, Big Tom Cruise. Have we finally got round to seeing it?
Nope.
No, neither have I. I'm determined to see it on the big screen. Although my lovely mum and I, the other day I was home for various reasons, just down staying the night. There was me, the 3 dogs, my mum, and we watched Rogue Nation.
Hell yeah.
I forgot. Rogue Nation's kind of the one you kind of forget about. And you go, yeah, it's not remarkable, but it's a pretty... You just forget how solid those movies are. Yeah. And Tom, if you're listening, you know, we will... And that's a promise, Adam. We will go see Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. Next we have Sardar J3, another one of those Indian releases. We talked about this, didn't we?
We did.
We said we would go to a Bollywood movie. I think we should.
100%. Well, they're on every week, so...
Yeah, I think they should. And it's amazing that they are now featuring so regularly on the box office. Now, some people might say that's kind of a sign of a weak box office. Let's not forget the UK and Ireland has been in a heat wave. So I think everybody's kind of said the box office this week has been pretty lackluster. But always remember, kids, cinemas are air conditioned.
Oh, that's great.
And most cinemas are air conditioned.
Or otherwise, the employees just come around and blow on you.
Or spit.
Don't go after lunch because Desi eats his cheese and onion.
Desi likes to blow on people. Next up we have Lilo and Stitch. You've seen it, I haven't. You weren't fussed. Heidi was much more enthusiastic.
It's reaching near 1 billion, and there's a second one confirmed.
Yes, well, we kind of knew that was going to happen. New Pixar, Elio, if I'm saying that right.
Elio?
Yeah, I kind of want to see this, but I think, as I said, I'm quite happy to kind of wait for that to be at home, because in a couple of months, as we said, like that is going to be able to be watched at home on Disney Plus. Although, talking of new trailers, saw the trailer for the next Pixar movie where they make the big joke.
One?
Yeah, where they make the big joke. It's not like Avatar. It's not like Avatar at all. It's exactly like Avatar, and it looks fun.
Speaking of beavers, Jim, sidebar. Have you seen the popcorn bucket for Naked Gun?
I have. I was going to send you a photograph of this.
Are we getting them?
I know we're going to come on to the end of the show about really weird things that we've ordered online, and I haven't heard yours. You know mine because you kind of forced my hand when you were talking about it. But as I said on the previous pod, it was the first time I ventured into getting a popcorn bucket, and it was literally just a customized tin. And I did see for some of the Superman stuff, because we were tempted to go see Superman on the IMAX, and here in Cineworld, I guess they're all doing these popcorn buckets. But remember, kids, cinemas are more than popcorn buckets. Although I did see, was on TikTok, I think somewhere, there's a girl who's showing off her collection of popcorn buckets. And like the Superman one's like 40 quid. Or there's various ones you can get, but there's a big like one, it's the Superman S from Cineworld, but the beaver bucket.
Yeah.
It's up there. It's not quite kind of the Deadpool Wolverine kind of kind of thing, but I'm tempted to it. But I guess that'll not really be UK cinemas. That's going to be American.
Maybe if they want to do a big push.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe Liam Neeson will specifically say he wants it in Belfast.
Or just in Ballymena.
Yeah, I'll look up to Ballymena for some beaver.
Fright Club boys, if you're listening, get those beavers down to us. Next we have 28 Years Later. You and I were both big fans of that. We'll not talk about the finale, but still very much intrigued. How to Train Your Dragon. I've seen it. You haven't?
Nope.
I was enthused about it. F1. Have we got round to seeing this yet? Brad Pitt driving fast round the circuit.
That's a When I'm on a Plane movie.
I want to see it.
I do want to see it as well, but I feel like it's like 2.5 hours long. I know it's going to be a solid drama, but I'm like... Drama. On a plane, you've got me.
F1 on a plane.
Yeah.
It's just need Samuel L. Jackson. Just need to get this motherfucking F1 on this motherfucking plane. Sorry, Samuel, if you're listening, that was a terrible impression. Jurassic World Rebirth. You and I talked about it in the previous pod. It's its third week. Grossed nearly 20 million now in the UK alone. 3 million last week. You weren't fussed on it. I wasn't fussed on it. But I'm more enthusiastic about it than you.
Yeah, shade.
In that sense, I'm like, it's fine. But right. You're like, it's shite.
It's shite. But here, people love dinosaurs. So when people are like,
this is the point. What's your major problem with the film?
There's no dinosaurs in it.
Just mutants. Yeah.
It's an X-Men film.
Who knew the crossover we never knew we needed? Which brings us to the number one movie after 1 week at the box office, grossing nearly £7 million in what's been described, I guess, I come back to that point, as a lackluster box office, but come back to Heatwave. You know, this has been hit before. I was thinking of, just because we mentioned 28 Years Later, Danny Boyle always remembers when Sunshine was released in cinemas. There was another massive heatwave at the time, and that really damaged that film at the box office. Heatwave hasn't really affected that film globally.
No.
200 and something, 20 million, I think the strongest DC opening for quite some time. And this kind of new isn't it Peter Safran and James Gunn kind of new reboot for DC. I think we'll play a clip from the film, and then you and I will have a chat about it.
So this guy just flew into Midtown and started attacking people, demanding for Superman to show up?
Yeah, it's all there in my article.
And I'd actually have to make it through your writing, Clark. Knowledge is worth many sacrifices. That isn't one of them.
Very funny, Lois.
Oh my God, he's so fine.
22 people in the hospital, over 20 million in property damage. It does make you wonder.
Wonder what?
As great as he is, maybe Superman didn't completely think through the ramifications of the Bravia thing.
Well, if this guy is even from Bravia.
What do you mean? His name is the Hammer of Bravia.
Yeah, I doubt his parents named him that, Jimmy. We have no clue what his actual goal was here.
I think it's pretty obvious the goal was kicking Superman's ass.
Oh, he didn't completely kick Superman's ass.
Pretty thoroughly, Clark.
So that's a clip of Superman. Adam, I saw a post of you on that there social media. We smile in your face. Superman t-shirt. Think you had a Superman cup. Might you had a Superman...
How do we bucket them?
Yeah, had you a Superman bucket as well?
I did.
When you were in Toronto, everyone was like, let's go and do this quality family time. Guys, cinema.
Whenever the trip was booked, It was a family booked trip, so it wasn't like I'm going away. It was like I have to go away with family. I did make the point to be like, because they're like, it's between this time and this time, and I was like, just let you know, on the Friday or the Thursday, if it's released early in Canada, it was, I will not be with you because I will be seeing Superman. It's with a bullet. Fuck off, everybody. I've got to go see my mate Clark.
Yeah. So did you go on your own, or did you just bring Heidi?
I brought Heidi, someone who loves DC movies, or well, DC, but like the side characters. So she loves like.
So she was there for Crypto.
Yeah, well, you can see her Crypto T-shirt on her Instagram if you want. But like, she loves the Aquaman movies. I know, Shazam, like just the silliness.
First one's fun.
Yeah, but she just loves she gets depressed by Batman because it's just like, oh, it's so sad.
His parents got killed.
Oh, fucking get over it. So she didn't know anything about Superman going in, apart from the general thing of being like, Superman's boring. Because that's sort of the consensus.
He's the Boy Scout.
Yeah.
He's not a punk rocker.
Wow. And then when the movie finished and the credits come up, directed by James Gunn, Heidi immediately turned to me and says, I can't wait to see that again. And I think that was pretty much my consensus watching it as well. There's some nitpicks I have with it. Mm-hmm. Some editing choices, some pacing choices. I feel like it's a bit of a film that's been ripped apart and put back together, but doesn't feel terrible in its pacing. I think there's just some
2 hours long.
Yeah, just over 2, and there's some noticeable stuff in it. But David Corenswet is Superman. I think.
So is that what you're saying? Because I've been calling him David Corenswet.
Corenswet.
Yeah.
Corensworth. That's his rich.
Corenswet, that's his butler.
Corenswet. Do you know in Always Sunny, whenever Dee becomes the butler? Corenswet.
That new series has started. I haven't watched the episodes yet, but that new series has started.
I've seen some clips and apparently good stuff. Yeah. But yeah, Corenswet is Superman. I think he had the fucking weight on his shoulders coming off from the Snyder fans.
Fuck him.
I know. And Cavill, and then obviously everybody has to live up to Reeves.
Yeah.
But I think he does an excellent job.
Didn't mention Brandon Routh there, did you?
Who?
He's returned. He's gone.
See ya.
Nick Cage? Kinda.
No.
Tom Welling?
Fuck. Well, Tom Welling, yes. Not Dean Cain. He can go fucking suck a bag of dicks. George Reeves, man. But I think that's really fun. Nicolas Hoult finally found a role that is perfect for him. He's a guy that's always played a good guy. Who knew he would play such a bad bastard, man?
The fact that he was up for Superman as well, I just can't picture him as Superman.
No.
And I think even he's admitted, I have loved the kind of bromance online between Nicolas Hoult and David Corenswet. The constant kind of version of have they boned? Will they bone? Would I want to watch them bone?
Yes is the answer.
Yes is the answer, probably, to at least one of those questions anyway. I think he's talked about when they went for the audition, he kind of came out and seen David Corenswet and was like, I'm not getting Superman. I can say, and I know we're kind of jumping about, I think he's fab, and not in a non kind of showy kind of way, in the sense where there is echoes of Christopher Reeves. And everyone always talk about Christopher Reeves and being Superman, but I actually love his Clark Kent because he's kind of channeling Buster Keaton in the physicality, and he makes those two separate roles. Here, I've always had the issue, particularly with the Snyder stuff, where they're not interested in the aliases, and he's kind of talked about, aliases are boring and this, that, and all. That's why I'm not interested in that, and that's why I love the Nolan stuff, because Nolan's interested in Bruce Wayne. What makes a guy put on a bat costume and goes out and fight crime? It's not the fact that he's just a wealthy billionaire who can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Kick walls.
Yeah. Kick wall. Hayouken. And there is a sense where this film is at least not focused on Clark, but Clark and Kal-El are the same people. Superman, they're the same person, but it's trying to get into that head of someone who's generally just a good guy, a Boy Scout by the better use of a word. And what I think Gunn has done for me is channeled what they did so successfully with the first three. I'm clarifying that the first three Captain America movies. I just wasn't fussed on the new one, but they've given someone this kind of moral code, an unflinching moral code that he is good. He wants to do what he believes is right, and that it's how that world resolves around him. They've made it interesting, and it's not that he's burdened by being Superman. Mm-hmm. There is a sense where it's like there's a great scene. It's all I think it's the clip that we used, and it's in a lot of the marketing campaign for the movie. It's the interview between Clark and Lois, mm-hmm. and the kind of sense that he's kind of like I do these things not because of worrying about breaking international laws, but it's the right thing to do. So I guess at this point we should throw in a bit of plot. So Gunn's film literally throws us in right in at the deep end. So we're in a used DC universe. Mm-hmm. Superman's existed. They've known about him for quite some time, so it's not an origin story. He's literally just lost his first fight after so many months of being Superman.
It's a great breakdown. It's like that goes in threes. So it's like 3 centuries ago.
Yeah. Metahumans, not
metahumans, 3 decades, 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 hours, 3 minutes. And Superman's been about for 3 years. Yep. The 3 months that is missing is the 3 months that Lois and Clark have been together.
Yeah.
And Superman has just lost his first fight to somebody called the Hammer of Bolivia.
Yeah. Who could it be?
Also, the Hammer of Bolivia, pretty much Poochie, because he literally beats Superman and he's like, up, up, and away. And they're never like, where's the Hammer of Bolivia? What's the Hammer of Bolivia doing?
But yeah, so he has intervened in a war where a superpower is invading another country. No, it's not Russian Kiev.
No, and it's definitely not Palestine.
It's a made-up country. He has intervened and stopped this war, and now, as a result of this, Lex Luthor is waging a campaign. Good old Lex, from Hackman to Nicolas Hoult, he's still deep down, without going too much into spoilers, just loves land.
Oh, loves land.
He loves having property. That's all I can say. The less said about Kevin Spacey.
Did you hear his assistant's name?
No.
His assistant is a big guy,
mm-hmm.
and his first name is Otis. His second name, Berg. Otis Berg. Well done, James Gunn. You did it.
Good old James. So yes, so we have all this. There is other bits and bobs going on. I was watching it. I'll say right from the get-go, you've said as well, you're really enthused. Heidi was really enthused by it. I thoroughly enjoyed myself at the cinema. Went on one of the hottest days of the year so far. Completely disappointingly, but understandably, I was on the 12th of July. There was me and like my lovely wife and about 6 other people went to see it in the cinema. And I get that, when it's good weather like that, you want to get out and have a barbie and stuff. Or if you want to go watch the bands, whatever you want to do, you go do your thing. And I was sitting there, and probably, I can't think of a film recently, but I remember watching, I know we've talked about this and I don't want to get too sidetracked before, Dark Knight Rises. Mm-hmm. I know we've talked about it at length before in previous guises of this pod, where I was watching it and going about an hour in going, this film is a mess because it's here, there, it's jumping all over the place. And I did have that same feeling with this Superman film where I'm going, this is a mess.
I'll say I also had the same feeling.
Okay, it's kind of all over the place. Now, I've read reviews where people kind of talk about, it throws you into this conflict between these two countries that you don't really have any time to care about. And I think if you do that, that's kind of missing the point.
Yeah.
It's that sense that, it's ultimately when it's revelation of what's going on with Lex, you're not really meant to understand it, but it's the sense that basically Superman is saying, regardless whether you or I care about this, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I feel I did the right thing. I wasn't acting for America's interest. I wasn't acting for anyone. I believe it's the right thing to do to stop that war. And you go, okay. Then there's kind of stuff about a parallel dimension and black holes. And I was like, okay, is this kind of like a phantom zone kind of place of sorts? But once it kind of settled itself down, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And I didn't come out going, I can't wait to watch that again. But I did turn around to my lovely wife, who did just come out going, move over Henry Cavill. She's all about the dimples now. I was like, it's the first superhero film in a while I've had fun at the cinema, but it's the first one I could see myself going, I'd happily go and rewatch that again.
Aye.
And it's not just the last superhero movie I saw for the last time was The Flash. And that's because I went to see it for the pod or the TV show, and a couple of days later, our neighbour Pete was like, do you want to go see a movie? So I didn't realise The Flash was like, let's go see that. And you're like, must we? But no, I had a ball. Now, you said you had issues and niggles. Can we talk about that in a non-spoilery way?
Yes, I think that there's incredible scenes that are incredibly well written. The Lois and Clark argument sort of bit. There's a bit towards the end with Superman and Lex. He sort of justifies why he does what he does, Superman.
Was that his big speech?
His big speech. And then there's...
Can I just cut across you and say there was one... James Gunn, if you're listening, I doubt it, but James Gunn, can I just give you a massive little moment? And I was like going, fuck, please don't say something. So I'll not say it. It has been put up on I've seen a lot of it, and people talk about it in TikTok about this why people are like, oh, Superman's woke. It's like, fuck off. This is just why we need to love this guy. But instead of, he's like, I'm as human as anyone else. And I was waiting for him to say like a line like, I'm as American. And I know it's a small thing, but I know they've kind of, over the years, and I know the Snyder kind of stuff, particularly in Man of Steel, I think they kind of, there's the scene near the end where they kind of, he's like, I'm as American as anybody else. I'm from, XYZ. But it's just the fact that he's human, not American.
You're telling me they didn't do the 2002 Spider-Man where he swings in front of a big MAGA flag? But like I said, there's some incredibly written scenes, and there's some great characters. Like Mr. Terrific is terrific. Lois,
Nathan Fillion,
Spider-Man. Lois and Superman are great. Lex is great. Then it sort of falls apart when you get to the other side characters. Jimmy, as funny as a bit as it is,
he's irresistible to women.
You know what I mean? He's the Rizzler. He hasn't really given much to do.
No.
Green Lantern and Hawkgirl with the Justice Gang aren't really given much to do. Like, I'll give you an example. There's a guy that gave Superman a free falafel one day, and then this character was brought back to be tortured in front of Superman by Lex. We'll say that.
Yeah.
And everybody in the cinema went, oh! Like, whenever the torture was happening. That's a no-name character. We had a name, but it was like a no-name character, not from the comic books, and people cared about him because he was written well.
Adam was sitting at his seat munching on his popcorn going, if he dies, he dies.
But then you'll have scenes in like Captain America Brave New World where like Cap gets beat up and you're like, I got two fucks. So I mean, it's the quality that Gunn brings that he can humanize smaller characters and stuff.
He knows how to pull emotions from people. We've seen that from like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I know you, I think on X or whatever it was, we're talking about that sequence between Star-Lord and Gamora, which I know you've always talked about being something that just kind of breaks your silly little heart. James Gunn knows what he's doing there, and even in this, like, I think it's pretty much the final scene, just with Superman in the Fortress of Solitude. It's like, I didn't have a gurn, but I had like a nice little one of those beautiful kind of, this is my Oscar moment, beautiful single tears. Yeah,
and I think there's a bit where he goes back to his parents, Pa and Ma Kent, and there's a bit where his mum says about his dad being a big softie, and I started crying because I was like, sick, because it's like one of those dad moments. You don't really see your dad getting emotional but because like his son was in danger, he was getting emotional. And then they have a bit of a chat afterwards, which I felt could have been longer. Mm-hmm. But I think...
And I think that's in the trailer as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I wish it was a wee bit longer and a wee bit more impactful, but I think having sort of smaller actors as Ma and Pa helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because...
You don't have... And I don't mean this in a bad way. You don't have to give them extra screen time because it's Sally Field.
Yes.
And as much as I love Sally Field as an actor, you don't have to give that role, you don't have to beef that role up just because we want Sally Field in that small role.
And thank God it's not like Michael Rooker. Do you know what I mean? Like, Gunn has his friends in there.
Yeah. Although I would like Michael Rooker as Pat Kent.
You're my son, boy. I'll give you an example of...
Imagine if it just used the kind of pretty much copied and pasted the dialogue from Guardians 2.
I might not be your father,
but I'll always be your pappy. Isn't that something like that? Yeah.
I'll give an example of bad editing. So Lex says at one point, somebody's like, Superman's going to come, and Lex is like, don't worry, he's going to be distracted. And it cuts to Lex's henchmen.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Releasing like a baby kaiju, right?
Yeah.
And then it cuts to black. And then it cuts to Superman fighting a massive kaiju.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have worked better? Superman's distracted, cut to giant kaiju.
Yeah. I wondered about that scene because I was like, has that been put in like afterwards? Is it just like a little cutesy bit to kind of maybe sell a little toy?
There is toys with those kaiju.
Yeah. I'm just kind of wondering, is that there? Because I don't think there's too much product placement in the film. A lot of it's kind of like DC product placement. There's like coffee shops, etc. That harder core DC readers, probably like you, more so than me, will go, oh, that's from that. Oh, that's a reference to the Flash. That's like, oh, it's just setting up this used world. It's amazing. Oh, I can't wait for Wonder Woman to show up again. Not good, though.
Did you notice the news reporter?
No.
The news reporter, like the big, tall, black-haired gentleman.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve's son.
Oh, okay.
So nice we nod to him.
Yeah.
Because he was in the documentary for Reeves.
He was. Yeah. I noticed that scene. I was like, that could have been just cut. That little sequence with henchmen, it's like, that could have very easily been removed. And as you say, you could have go from A to B without that sequence. And you're just going, I was thinking, like, is it the Kevin Smith thing? Where he's like, you have to make your movie 95 minutes or whatever. It's like, fuck, we're like 2 seconds or 2 minutes under. James Gunn.
Well, the perfect example of that is a joke that died on its fucking hole in the cinema. Mr. Terrific's garage door. If you haven't seen it, Mr. Terrific is like, Mom will get in my spaceship.
Yeah.
And the garage door, and it goes really, really slow.
Yep.
And Lois is like, you can make a spaceship, but you can't make a garage door that opens really fast. And he's like, well, for sheesh. But it goes on for...
Did you laugh?
No.
I bet Heidi laughed, though.
She didn't. No, it was like awkward. It was like, in the cinema, Heidi, I think at that point, turned to me and was like, all right.
There was someone who laughed at that joke in the cinema here. Maybe it's just a Northern Irish joke.
Was it the guy that came with you to see Wolverine and Deadpool that laughed the whole time?
No, thank fuck. Go back and find that episode. I think there's audio of him, that guy. Yeah, the whole kind of Justice Gang, like, you know where they're going with that, and the fact that they make that a joke constantly, you're like, okay, you're repeating that at nauseum. Nathan Fillion, though, fucking, when has he ever anything other than Fab? Mm-hmm. Always worth the cinema ticket alone. He was a lot of fun. The haircut alone was a lot of fun. Not a lot of James Gunn-esque needle drops. There's really only 2 I can think of. Mr. Terrific, there's a big, really well done fight sequence near the finale, and also, I guess, if you want to call it the end, there's the needle drop, which it didn't feel like a kind of James Gunn cut and paste, because you saw what he did with Guardians, and he kind of brought that into the Suicide Squad, and it's not like it's a very much, he's kind of talked about being a very sentimental movie, unashamedly throwback to the Christopher Reeves era. It's bright, it's shiny, we're meant to empathise with Superman, as I say, this Boy Scout that has just he's here for humanity. There are certain issues become aware with his lineage or his parents of their intentions for his trip for sending him to Earth, which is very different from what we've seen in previous guises before. Bradley Cooper and I forget the name of the actress that is playing his ma. But
can I say though that has happened in the comic books? So
okay,
people that complain be like, "That's."
I'm not complaining.
Oh, I know that, but it's like that's not to canon. It's like every version of Kal-El has never been to canon.
Yeah.
So like,
well, you kind of saw something similar-ish. There's a lot of nods to Smallville in this, and I think I guess in the way that kind of like the Batman animated series was the gateway drug for a lot of Batman fans and kept it in the kind of pop culture medium. Smallville did the same, and yeah, I guess we've got the Dean Cain Superman, and I know you've been a big fan of Superman and Lois.
Oh, such a good show.
Yeah,
Superman
it's
and
cancelled
Lois,
now, isn't it?
It's finished. Like it got its full run. Superman and Lois and the animated show, My Adventures with Superman.
Okay,
with Jack Quaid as Superman. Both fantastic versions of the character. Superman and Lois is on BBC iPlayer. It's 4 seasons, and it does.
I just don't, because I think I saw him in. He first showed up in Supergirl.
Yeah,
and I don't know. Not that I think I do remember sending you a meme on our little Banterflix WhatsApp group where it was like, imagine your girlfriend was Mystique, all the kind of possibilities, and it's various hot girls, and just at the very end, Henry Cavill. Yeah. And you're like, as much as I think Henry Cavill's a good looking guy, David Corenswet's a good looking guy, I never bought him as Superman.
If you watched it, you would.
Okay.
I think they do. He is very earnest in it.
Okay.
And he gets to do a lot. Like Bizarro's in it, Darkseid's in it, Doomsday's in it, Lex is in it. It's like they hit all the good beats of Superman, and
I might give it a go.
They make you feel the whole, because he moves back to his farm in Kansas. So it's it's basically what if Smallville continued, and he had wife and kids and stuff, and deal with that. And it's what you're getting into. It's not as, I love the CW shows. Sometimes they get too cheesy. It's not as bad as those at times, but you do get the budget of it must have been insane because it looks beautiful sometimes. But you do get like that family drama more than you would just him fighting people.
So I might give it a go. On that point, we mentioned Superman and Lois. Is this the point for an Adam Neeson? What's happening for our new Lois Lane?
Oh, the noise.
Do you want to repeat the story you told me about a colleague about where you work?
So obviously in my work, I've been talking about Rachel Brosnahan every day as Lois, and I would tell my co-worker, I'd be like, "Here, fucking, we see the new Lois, mate. Fucking, wow, you are like, the type of." It's probably a lot of people's is Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. More on that later.
Where it's like you just. Your primal instincts of a man just go, oh, yeah, I'm like that for Lois, and I said to my mate, here, what do you see her? And he's like, I don't see it. Went and seen Superman, came back in the next day, shook my hand and said, you're right. I was like, when am I wrong? Our Rachel, gorgeous, but does a fantastic turn in this as Lois. She's definitely the best Lois since
Margot Kidder,
and she's given something to do.
Yeah, she's given something to do, and there is a thing within the film. It's like good journalism. Believe your journalists. They are there to. They're not there to spread fake news. They're there to uncover wrongdoing. Again, a good underlying message kind of takes me back to kind of Spider-Man: Far From Home, where we talked about when we talked about our retrospective of all the Spider-Man movies to date, and we kind of talked about that and being. Maybe not the best of the Tom Holland movies, but again, really good underlying message. But key thing for me, and a key part of actually enjoying the movie, was the fact there was actual chemistry between Lois and Clark, which I love Amy Adams. I love Henry Cavill. there was absolute zero chemistry. And there was none of those great iconic lines. I know it's from Justice League, so we don't know if it's Josh Whedon, we don't know if it's Zack Snyder. I think it is Snyder. I could be wrong as I wait for the inevitable keyboard warriors or monkeys. More than that if you have seen Superman. But that line is like, you smell different. Did I smell bad before? None of that. There's actual kind of like chemistry in that sense. They've been going out for 3 months. I'm just looking at a message we got from our very own lovely Arspert Joe McElroy. We're talking about that opening scrawl at the start of the new Superman movie. We see Joe's got a nice little variation for us here. 3 months ago, Superman clapped Lois's cheeks for the first time. But yeah, actual chemistry between the two. You get a sense from looking at the... I know actors act, but you get a sense that cast, they got on.
Yes.
And that... I'm not always saying that. We always talk about, actors had such a ball making that movie. That doesn't always relate to our enjoyment there in the cinema seat. But I think it makes a big difference from what we've seen before, in the sense, particularly with the two romantic leads, when you believe chemistry between the two. Because this is the first time, really, we've had on screen from day dot, or from the get-go, Lois knows who Superman is. They're dating. Yes, I still have my issues. Yes, Kevin Smith has still ruined my belief on all things and kind of what can happen between Lois and Clark. But hey, this is the first time also really we've seen a Superman from the get-go who can be beaten, who can be bloodied. He's not impervious. He's not... I know this era is called Gods and Monsters, but he's not a god that seemingly has unboundable power.
When, semi-spoiler, when he's getting sort of covered in nanites,
yeah,
did you get flashbacks of the woman getting turned into a robot, Superman 3?
I did. I did. And that's up there with triggers for me, as in Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2. That terrified me when I was younger.
Same. I remember seeing it. I remember specifically being in my granny's and it being on ITV. And I was like, Superman's on this class. And then turning to the TV and seeing the fucking screws going into a woman's head and be like, Jesus.
Put back the Muppets. Put back the Muppets. Put on Country File, anything, Granny. Now I want to watch it, son.
Learn.
Always fear computers. Never trust AI. What's AI, Granny? Where did you know? Where did you find? Anyway, we're getting distracted. What
I liked about the whole Daily Planet fact of the film is that there's never a discussion where they're like, the newspaper's dying, it's all going online.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that and things. Like, it's all an app now. No, it's fine. There's a newspaper and people read it.
Yeah.
People fly. You can believe a newspaper still popular.
Newspaper is still popular, but they post it online.
Yeah.
You can get your sources on there.
Yeah.
But it's verified sources. Yeah. We've got this far. We haven't mentioned... And as I do this, I'm recording this, you can see this. Of course, it's an audio medium. So we have Krypto the dog. For the first time entering the live action DC. I know we've kind of had like animated Krypto before. We had wasn't it Kevin Hart and Dwayne The Rock Johnson did like the Super Pets movie last year or the year before. As I record, I'm sitting here in front of Adam with a t-shirt that has my very own, my lovely wife's and our very own Krypto, Ted, little t-shirt with his face on it, because he had his birthday earlier this month and he's just the cutest little dog ever. But yeah, Krypto was there, and he I loved him because and I love the story behind it, the fact that James Gunn has an adopted dog and he's kind of mocapped him in the sense that the dog is based on this dog that he discovered from a rescue pound. And James Gunn says, like, that dog, he fucking destroyed sofas, parts of the house, but I love him to bits. And during lockdown, that dog got me through lockdown. And this is my way of saying, this is, what a dog can do. And Superman, he loves that dog. He loves that dog just as much as he will, and he loves that dog. He will try to save that dog as much as he will try to save a squirrel.
Yes, and I think that's important. I've seen the Snyder Bros online being like, he saved the squirrel, but he couldn't fight the fucking cow. The point is, you bunch of monkeys. The point is that he can save everybody including squirrels.
Yeah.
Everybody else in the city was safe.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh fuck me. But Krypto is a bad dog, but a good boy.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably the first time in a film where a dog has been sort of like a plot point or like a character in the movie where it's actually acted like a dog, like an actual dog, and not just, I don't know.
Turner and Hooch, mate. K9.
I don't know. Coming out of it, the what do you call it? Adoption rate for dogs is
104% or something stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Which is nice. But remember, they're not just for Christmas.
Yeah. But not just for Superman.
Adopt a squirrel.
Yeah. I'd love to adopt a squirrel. Red one, not a grey one.
I'd love to adopt a raccoon.
But you'd just be trying to get up to talk, just poking it, going, talk like Bradley Cooper.
Do you ever see them eating grapes?
Yeah.
They don't look with their paws. They're like...
And I would just have them dressed up as wee butlers.
Oh,
Walking around the
100%.
house. Oh, mate. That and penguins. If anyone wants to, adopt for us, for the NI scene, a little penguin at Belfast Zoo or a little raccoon at Belfast Zoo, we will be up with our suits.
Do you know what the best thing about penguins are? They have wee jokes on their back.
And that's why Adam was stand-up of the year, what year?
2011.
Still going strong. So yeah, I love Krypto because it didn't get in the way of things. And like we have the Fortress of Solitude. I don't know if we're getting into spoilers. We have Ultraman, this Lex Luthor
who's really bizarre.
Yeah, he is really bizarre. But then, because you're more invested in it, so I had never been aware of Ultraman as a character. So was Ultraman a character from the comics, and is that a true origin for him?
No. Ultraman is from Earth 3 and is like basically Homelander.
Yeah.
And
because he reminded me a lot of not Homelander, from The Boys. Black Noir, yeah.
Who I don't know, can I spoil this? In the comic books
is a clone of Homelander, yeah.
Yes. Which then,
as Jim just stumbles through the spoilers. But he's not in the series, or is it revealed? I can't remember from
he's not in the series.
Yeah,
it's in the comic book. So spoilers for a comic book that came out 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But the origins of this Ultraman and what happens to him is more in line with
Bizarro.
Bizarro, don't know what you're on about, but yes, with Bizarro.
As I burped, as I also tried to get through that. Bizarro.
So I expect him to come back, but the fact that Gunn is introducing Earth 3 characters, and with Peacemaker Season 2 coming up, he seems to be going to another Earth.
I'm still intrigued because certain people pop up in that in the movie that will feature in Peacemaker quite prominently. Possibly the central character. Couldn't comment. I'm still intrigued as to how he is. I have my thoughts on how he's going to do this, and I guess when you have this kind of parallel dimension and black hole stuff that we've seen within this movie that Lex has created, there's a possibility, I guess, for how you're going to do that. I don't know, because of the sense that certain characters are going to be carried across from the old, like I think the Suicide Squad or Gun Suicide Squad, I think is still canon. It gets kind of complicated and stuff, but
Blue Beetle is getting crossed over.
What?
I know. Who
watched that? But yeah, I'm intrigued. That I am even before this movie, I was looking forward to the second season of Peacemaker. I'm actually tempted to rewatch the first one.
I was actually tempted as well,
just for the opening credits.
Oh yeah, so good. And also
Eagly,
yeah. Also the whole like last sort of arc of that when they're like blowing heads off.
Yeah,
so fun.
Yeah.
And the guy that plays Vigilante is fantastic. Did you ever see the bit in Peacemaker when he's like, I don't want to get caught on camera, so I'll keep moving my face? Some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
It was one of the first series actually in a while. I knew I was going to watch it and I knew I was going to enjoy it. I got a sense anyway from particularly the first couple of episodes, and I love John Cena. See back to previous episode when we were, talking about that Head of State, which is trash. A movie, it's cinematic trash, but I enjoyed it because I like John Cena. When hopefully it won't appear that John Cena's political alignments, I don't know if he's talked about this or not. I haven't done enough research into that. I haven't purposely. It's like whenever you see The Undertaker and Kane sitting beside people and you're like, Hulk you kind of expected, but you're like, not John Cena.
Well, it's
not Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
They just happen to be American, so
yeah,
it's.
But yeah, let's not pull on that there. But yeah, I like John Cena. I knew I was going to like that series, but I was surprised by how much my lovely wife enjoyed Peacemaker. And when it was released weekly, I think on Sky, how it was like that night, but it was Monday or Tuesday. It was like, tonight we watch Peacemaker, and it was like one of the first few. James Gunn perfected it. One of the first few opening credits that you wouldn't be like, skip intro. Fuck no. Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to that. I'm intrigued as to how they handle it. I guess the next thing we're going to see on the big screen is Supergirl, who may or may not pop up in this.
Well, they released the poster today.
They've released the poster as we go to record. Yeah, it's a very different looking Supergirl than what we saw from the previous movie.
But if you've read Supergirl World of Tomorrow, which the next movie's based on, it's very in line with that. So it's a very comic book accurate Supergirl.
Okay.
So whenever
and it's the actress from I think that plays the most adult in one of the adult characters in Game of Thrones, or the recent Game of Thrones spin-off, whatever it is.
Millie Alcock.
Yes.
Here, wouldn't mind giving her the Alcock. I'm saying.
Is this your next What's Happening?
It is What's Happening.
James Gunn giving Adam Neeson the What's Happening universe. And
just to be too sleazy old Ben.
Yeah, okay.
The girl that plays Cat Grant in Superman.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is this the
fashion girl that works in the Daily Planet or whatever? Surely, because she's wearing a big push-up bra. And then she doesn't really have any dialogue apart from at the end, which is jumping in slow motion.
Yeah.
Surely God knows what he's doing there.
I think he does.
Yeah, that's one for the Daz.
That's one for Adam. He's like tweeting you going, Adam, this is for you.
Hey, son.
Hashtag blessed. Hashtag titties. Yeah, look, I am not that invested in Supergirl. I've never picked up the comics. Not for any other reason, just in the fact that I read too much Batman, and I know if I start reading other comics again, like for that brief period when I was doing reading Superman, Spider-Man and Batman, it was just like my bank balance cannot keep up with this. So I'm literally just Batman, that's it. And Aaron, who I know we'll have on at the beginning of next month with his comic book review of stuff that's coming out throughout August, he'll always try to throw stuff into my stash, and you'll be like, what is this? It's like, mate, right, I think I've said this before, mate, Batman teams up with Santa. You're like, fuck that, yeah, done it. You've got my money, that's it, I'm in. But I'm not allowing myself to kind of expand out. But I just remember my only experience of Supergirl beyond the TV show, dipped in and out, never really watched it kind of religiously, but it was on if I was down at home with a Sky, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch this. And then the really bad Supergirl movie.
Hey, come on now.
It's not great.
It's not great.
It's not great. I have a soft spot for it because I watched it when I was young and I had a bit of a crush.
Yeah,
she's beautiful.
It's better than Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
No, it's not, mate.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Superman 4, Quest for Peace. He's throwing him about Milton Keynes. How is this? Is this Metropolis? Nope, it's Milton Keynes.
But hey, there's Nuclear Man.
Here, do you know what?
And there should have been, if you've looked into credit to Simon Brew from the Film Stories pod, who just loves all the Superman movies. He talks about how there should have been 2 Nuclear Men. But they cut one they just ran out of money, so they cut. There's a whole in Superman 4, I think you can find it online, there's a whole cut fight sequence with another Nuclear Man.
2 Nuclear Men?
two Nuclear Men. I love the fact that they were like, yeah, we're gonna have to. It's like Star Wars. It's like, yeah, Nuclear. I forget the name of the actor. I think there's a bit of dodginess about him. That's all I'll say for legal reasons. Post Superman 4, I think. I could be wrong on that front. Apologies. But I think he's English. I could be wrong, but he was dubbed. He was dubbed by Gene Hackman in Superman 4. I still, for as bad as Superman 4 is, I kind of like it because I loved it when I was a youngster. And just the sequence where Superman punches Nuclear Man into the moon. Hey, look, I'm 43. I know if I watched that now for the first time, I would go, that film is shit. Watching that, I was like, what, 9 or 10? Shakespeare.
Do you know the way people are like, oh, the moon landing was filmed by Stanley Kubrick?
Yeah.
I wonder if you showed them footage from Superman 4.
Christopher Reeves did it. Anyway, we're back. That's Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. I still love it. I will. It's like Joe McElroy when every Christmas with a group of mates, they get together and they watch, what's the Arnie Schwarzenegger Christmas with Jingle All the Way? They'll watch that. Every so often, I will put on Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. You've got, what do you call him from 2.5 Men as Lex's...
John Cryer.
Yeah, you've got him. You've got Woo-Woo-Wee-Wah, the girl, who's the new love interest.
Lana Lane?
Yeah. No, that's 3. Because that's in 3 where Margot Kidder was going through some issues and literally like pops up to go, hi everybody, I'm going on holiday. She is, I think, back in Superman 4. I think she came back and Gene Hackman came back because Christopher Reeves was directing. And by that time it had been taken over by Canon and it was just a shit show. There's a great documentary about Canon. I think it's Electric Boogaloo. I forget the name of the documentary, and it just goes into detail about just how much of a shit show that was. Because they don't really talk about that, understandably, too much in the Christopher Reeves documentary.
No, they're sort of just like, Chris thought that, nuclear power in the world was really bad, so he wanted to make a film. It's shit, but he wanted to make a film.
And also there's a scene where Lois Lane flies for no apparent reason.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, so yeah, we got sidetracked. Crypto, we liked. Lex Luthor, just a proper villain you want to boo and hiss at. And yes, he's kind of cheesy, and I think we were talking about Ultraman, and that's where we kind of went off on a Superman 4-esque kind of tangent. But Nicolas Hoult just plays him. There's a hint, I think I heard Kermode mention this, so I'll not steal it. It's like, there's a hint of like Elon Musk, kind of Jeff Bezos, kind of that kind of Lex, which makes sense in the world that we live in now. Yeah. Just much more enjoyable than Jesse Eisenberg's. And I like Jesse Eisenberg as an actor, and I remember when he was cast, it's like, that's a great bit of casting, but it just didn't work. Sometimes things just don't work out.
Well, he didn't play Lex Luthor, he played Max Landis.
He played Lex Luthor Jr.,
the son of a murderer. But Nicolas Hoult, he's a bad bastard, and obviously the Elon comparison, and the president of Bolivia is clearly Trump-esque. He's got the crazy hair.
He reminded me more of Boris.
Yeah, just slimy world leader guy. I don't know. I could watch Nicolas Hoult. I want to see him in a big robot suit fighting.
I was because this is the thing. I was like going, fuck. This movie makes the possibility for that to happen and not be stupid.
Yeah. Also makes the possibility for him in like the third movie to be the president of the United States. He's clearly involved with the Pentagon and American politics. A criminal as a president? Fucking stop me if you've heard this one.
Guys, that's so unrealistic. That would never happen.
But I think he's great, and I think if they're going to do sort of like a Legion of Doom sort of way towards it, I don't think he could ask for better than Nicolas Hoult. He's a wee slimy bastard, and that's sort of what you want with Lex.
Yeah, exactly what you want. And also, you're like, could he play Hitman? Can he play Agent 47, please?
He does here. Looks good bald.
He looks good bald. He looks good bald. I'll tell you what, though, David Corenswet needs the hair.
I know.
I don't like him with the short hair.
I know. All the interviews recently basically is everyone being like, what was it like being Superman? Second question. Do you like Star Wars? So obviously I've been invested in the interviews. But
if I have to hear his impression of R2-D2 screaming, you're like, Gunn's talked about this. He kind of fell in love with him because he was a big old nerd.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can have fun. And do you know, I'm going to make a point, right? We've slagged off the Snyderverse fans for a wee while now, in the sense that's like, and I know there's a little in-joke, there's a certain sequence with monkeys that a lot of people are kind of referencing as kind of a little kind of sly dig at all the kind of Snyderverse. Remember, we released a Snyder cut, all that shite. But when I was watching this and I came out of it, I was kind of thinking Henry Cavill could have easily done this Superman. And I'm in that sense that he is a nerd. Henry Cavill, when you see him being interviewed, he's charismatic, he's funny, he's self-deprecating, he has a charm about him. But for some reason, whether it's the way he was directed or anything like that, it's like they took all the fun out of Superman. My two favourite I was thinking about this, my two favourite sequences of Cavill as Superman. One, I know it's a shit movie, the post-credit sting in Josh Whedon's Justice League with him and the Flash, having the race. It's like, can we have more of that, please? And also, I don't really know why, probably because I'm a big old nerd myself, the kind of, just when he showed up at the end of Black Adam.
Yeah.
Just it's like, I'm back. No, you're not.
Yeah.
But do you not think so? Like, I don't, in the sense that I love David Corenswet and we've moved on. He's Superman now. I have no issues about that. Henry Cavill, had they given him a suit, you're never going to get that from Zack Snyder. You're never going to get that from Zack Snyder. Had you done that, and I'm saying as someone who kind of liked Man of Steel, I thought it was all right. I thought it was solid enough. One thing I will come back to with the current Superman movie, I think they do rely a little bit too heavily. We talked about this with with the Jurassic Park Rebirth movie. They do rely a little bit on the John Williams score a little too heavily for me, in the sense like there's more to that score than that. Depressingly, they didn't use Lex's theme again, which I'd love to see, but like at least with Man of Steel, it give us Hans Zimmer doing his own thing with the score, going a completely different direction. You were never going to get this kind of superhero movie from Zack Snyder, but I do think Henry Cavill could have done. And I know we're in a world of whataboutery, but it's like, I think he could have done this. And just like when you see him popping up in Deadpool and Wolverine, spoiler, I know. Well, I had a bit of a moment, but you clearly disagree.
I think that Corenswet has the boyish charm of an American Midwesterner, whereas Cavill could never capture that. Cavill, to me, it's completely different actors, but Cavill to me is sort of like Hugh Grant. He can play one specific type for a while until he plays a villain, and then that's when the juice comes out.
Yeah.
Cavill,
Mission Impossible Fallout.
Cavill in Mission Impossible, his best role by
what about what do you call the Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
I love Man from U.N.C.L.E., but you can't. He doesn't really have much to do. Like,
other than be a dreamboat, and you could be James Bond.
Yeah, I think if he had been Bond,
I don't think he will be James Bond. I think he's too old now.
If back then, for Man from U.N.C.L.E., if they had poached him for Bond, it would have been, because remember when Daniel Craig was like, "I'll kill myself before I come back as Bond." I'm back, right? But I think the older Cavill gets, and if he starts playing more villain roles, you'll see, because like Hugh Grant, he's too English to have the charm of Superman.
But he's a big nerd.
Is he though?
He is a big nerd. He loves fucking Warhammer, and he like fucking builds computers. He is a big nerd.
I know, but it's like he's a nerd about 3 specific things.
That's nerdish.
I know, but if Corenswet, you could be like, here, do you remember this thing from fucking way years ago? And he'd be like, I know Sweat. He would fit in here.
Yeah.
He would talk, whereas Cavill would be like, I've never seen Good Burger. Corenswet has definitely seen Good Burger 1 and 2.
David, if you're listening.
Seen Good Burger, mate?
And have you seen the sequel?
Of course he has.
Okay.
He's a big Kel Mitchell fan.
Let's see if we'll put a tweet out.
The Corenswet?
Yeah, we'll put a
do
tweet
it right
out.
now?
You do it right now.
Right. Get my phone out, guys.
I'm
I'm going to have to delete all my posts to Rachel Bosman first. Do you want to smell my good burger? Home of the good burger?
Rachel, what are you doing today?
I can see you. David.
It's like the lines from the Bloodhound Gang. Dear Rachel Brosnahan, I wrote to constrain. This tweet is my last. How could you ever let me eat your ass if you never write back to your biggest fan? You had a lot of Kal-El. But you ain't fucked me. That's where I lost that kind of bit of witty dialogue.
Corenswet. DMs. I'm in. Cannot, because I'm not verified. Fuck you, Elon. I'm going public. Corenswet. Look, it's just at Corenswet.
Yep.
From Adam Neeson. Here, big son. Well done with...
I want you to show me this before you...
Soups. Cracking. Show.
This is great radio. Podcast, whatever
Full
it is.
stop. Anyway. Me and... What's your big...
I think it's still leg of curry, lad.
It is I.
Yeah.
Me and...
Because there is another newsman Jim on X.
We're wondering, have you seen Good Burger?
1 and 2.
No. Good Burger 2, question mark, because clearly you're a fan of the OG. Betcha. Cavill.
No, don't get into.
Okay.
Don't get into that.
Oh, right. Okay. Clearly, you're a fan of the OG. Tell Rachel.
I said hi.
What's happening?
Hello to Nicholas too.
And Nick. ... I guess. Emoji. Eye roll. Right. There you go.
Here, big son. It's just the fact that he's not going to write here, big son.
Post is sent.
Adam Neeson blocked.
Find out next week on the podcast what he replies.
Okay. Or what his agent replies.
Please leave my client.
Stop messaging me, Adam. Okay. So, yeah, we've talked quite a bit about Superman. I think we've been really positive about it. It's a mess of a movie at times, but, you know, an all-eaten mess is still tasty. It's a tasty dessert, Adam. And I think all the boring underlying messages, you know, being good, being humane, invest and appreciate good journalism, have time for loving dogs, have time for, you know, a love story, and you're never, you know, it's not, don't worry about being uncool. If you want to be a punk rocker, just be you.
Sometimes being nice is the new punk rock.
Yep. So yeah, I think really positive about that. We will look forward to, hopefully, if all David replies to that tweet on next week's podcast. But for now, I think we'll move on and wrap up this week's show. Okay, Adam, so as we get to near the end, here, mate. Did you know the Open was on in Northern Ireland?
Unfortunately, yeah.
You can't escape it. And I thought with the podcast this week, do we steer away from that, or do we lean right into that car crash? Are you a golf fan?
No. I don't even like mini golf. It's shit.
You know, like a bit of, you know.
Can't stand it. If I would love mini golf, if I was allowed in the course by myself and another person, it's the people behind you. Can I play through? Right, come on, hurry up. It's like, golf is a game of patience.
Yeah.
That's why doctors play it a lot.
It's all about maths, mate. Angles. It's all about the angles.
Here, man. Tell you what, no one else is about angles. Or Rachel, what's happening?
But, yeah. So, golf everywhere's been going boogadoo. What is it, like 260,000 people are going to be at Royal Portrush. It will have finished. So, congratulations, Rory. Commiserations, Rory. oh, better luck next time, Rory. Oh, wow, that shot.
That was good golf.
That is some golf. So yeah, repeat or delete whatever it is as appropriate. I've played a bit of golf over the years. I play badly. Mm-hmm. I usually just kind of destroy the course as I'm going around because I'm left-handed, play with right-handed clubs, and it's usually just...
Here, let's do a golf joke. You ready?
Okay.
Ask me what's my handicap.
Fuck. Hey, Adam, what's your handicap?
Dyslexia.
What was that? You were number one comedian in Belfast?
2011.
Mate, comedy's come a long way since then.
When you win an award, you never give it back. You're still number one.
It's always on the mantelpiece. But anyway, yeah, so golf's been here. I thought we'd wrap up the show by talking about some of our favourite golf movies. And I know I put a thing up on TikTok and I was like, surely, can you think of anything other than Happy Gilmore or Tin Cup? And of course then I was like, of course, Caddyshack. With everyone's favourite, what is this, a party? Rodney Dangerfield. Have you ever seen Caddyshack 2?
No.
No.
With more of Chevy.
Yeah, I think Chevy's back. I think Jackie Mason, I think, pops up in Caddyshack 2, who I love, just because he's Krusty's dad.
The poor man's Dangerfield.
When Rodney Dangerfield isn't available, just get Jackie Mason. But yeah, so golf fans and movies. I know we're going to have Happy Gilmore 2. Probably will just be out by the time this podcast is out. Are you excited for that? Are you looking forward to that? Because Adam Sandler, when he's doing those Netflix movies, they've been such a joy. Yeah. Everyone loved. Was it Halloween? Hubie Halloween?
Hubie Halloween? I watched it twice.
Really?
Yeah. I watched it the first Halloween and was so tickled by the bit where they go to the news radio and Shaq is like the woman voice. The next Halloween I was like, stick it on.
I haven't watched it since first viewing.
It's not good, like.
No. A friend of mine who has messaged the show before, Barry, is a massive fan of Hubie Halloween and will bring it up every so often.
Good.
Yeah, good for him. We've had him and Aniston, Jennifer Aniston, is it not the boat trip, but
Murder Mystery.
Murder Mystery. There's been two of those, but yes, of course, he's finally dipping in and going for a bit of Happy Gilmore 2. The trailer didn't do much for me.
No.
And I have to be honest, Happy Gilmore, I think I've talked about this before. Happy Gilmore is one of those ones when I rewatched it as an adult, I was like, I kind of hate this guy. I kind of hate this guy a lot. The best thing is just Ben Stiller as the guy at the care home.
Yeah, and he's back.
He's back. Of course he's back.
Shooter McGavin's back.
Yeah.
I would have preferred a Little Nicky too.
Little Nicky's not on my I love list. I need to rewatch it. I saw it in the cinema and came out of it going, this is a bit shit. Another film with Rodney Dangerfield.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Quentin Tarantino.
Yes. And a guy with tits for a head.
Oh, so good.
Harvey Keitel?
Harvey Keitel,
yeah. Is in there as Satan himself.
He shoves a pineapple up Hitler's arse. What more do you want?
I need to rewatch it. I still say, for me, the Adam Sandler film that still I haven't got to the stage of like I dislike now. The Waterboy I still find funny.
Did they make a Waterboy 2?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Just for what do you call her who's in The Craft, who
so hot.
Woo woo wee wah. What's happening? What are you up to, big girl?
And Kathy Bates.
Yeah, Kathy Bates sells that, and Henry Winkler.
Kathy Bates would throw it in you.
Daryl. But yeah, so Happy Gilmore is probably the go-to golf movie I can think of. Tin Cup is the other one. Kevin Costner, isn't it? Rene Rousseau.
Yep.
Where he doesn't win the US Open, but he gets the girl. And I think he's only got the one iron, or is it a 9-iron? He goes around the US Open with a 9-iron. It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, it's not weirdly, because sports movies are always sort of like have built-in tension.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but like golf movies never seem to be. I don't know if it's the actual like filming of
Not
it.
even The Legend of Bagger Vance.
No.
Matt Damon, isn't it Matt Damon, Will Smith?
Will Smith, yeah.
He's a ghost.
Phantom of the Open.
I haven't seen it, but I'm aware of it.
Do you remember that with Mark Rylance?
Yes.
The trailer for that showed in front of every movie for about 6 months before it came out, to the point that I was like, I've seen that. I've seen that whole film.
Yeah.
Caddyshack 1, classic.
No.
See, to be fair, I think Chevy is the weakest part of Caddyshack 1.
Yeah. Can we all agree Bill Murray highlight?
Oh, 100%. Well, Murray and Dangerfield.
And the little gopher.
Oh, the gopher.
I'm alright.
And Ted Knight.
Yeah.
Who understated, well, we're waiting. Fucking so good. Also one of those movies that sort of goes into the Ferris Bueller Fast Times at Ridgemont High moments of like girls getting in swimming pools and coming out of swimming pools, and then the characters being like wah as the girl comes out of the water.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High for the first time like this year? And I always had a crush.
Parts of that film have not aged well.
I think it does.
I'm trying to remember it. That's the one with Judge Reinhold?
Yes.
And the dream sequence with the girl from Gremlins?
Well, this is what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
I always find her so attractive. Never in my days was I like, I'll find her and look up her naked. Just wasn't really a thing. But that scene where he's having a big wank in the toilet over her coming out of the toilet, or coming out of the shower,
yeah,
I felt like I was 16 again. I was like, holy shit.
And you just went online and Googled her naked.
I tweeted her, here, big son, seen you in Fast Times. Tits still good? Right.
Have you seen Good Burger?
Of course you have.
Say hello to David for me. Okay, so yeah, I haven't seen that film in a long time. I'm worried. I just think there's stuff, but maybe I'm getting those 80s kind of teen high school movies kind of mixed up, because there's certain bits in all of those movies from that time you go, oh, that hasn't aged well. It's like when you watch Back to the Future and you go, oh, Biff's pretty rapey.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, yeah, okay. And The Goonies, which I know is getting re-released for its 40th anniversary. I know there's a couple of cinemas later in the year. I think it's August time. I know the Brunswick, I know definitely in Derry, are doing some screenings, and I think they've sold out. It's like The Goonies. When you watch it, you go, oh, part of that has not aged well.
When, because it's been advertised for donks, when is the UK getting its fucking re-release of Jaws?
I don't know.
Give me that. I want that in IMAX.
I rewatched on Netflix because I think, as I said, we did the Jurassic World Rebirth pod, and I said there was like sequences in that just made me go, I just want to watch the end of Jaws. You know what? Jaws holds up.
Oh, 100%. Man.
Even the shitty shark, you don't care.
No.
By the time, if you're really annoyed by that shark's really fake, it's like, here, watch Jaws 3. If you really want to see a really shitty shark.
If you want to see a film powered by cocaine.
And Dennis Quaid.
Also, if you want to see a shark movie where, who was it? Colin Meaney's stunt double is a small Asian man.
See previous pods with Adam.
Come on, it's called something below. Come on, it's called.
But yeah, so golf movies. Anything else popping up for you?
Not that I can think of. Like I say, golf as a movie trope hasn't been done all that well. Some golf moments in TV shows that are good. Anytime Larry David goes to the golf club in Curb, always a cracker when he hits the swan.
Thinking, doesn't Kramer take up golf in Seinfeld?
Yeah. And he looks good in the outfit.
Yeah.
Every golfer looks like Paddington Bear. No, not Paddington Bear. Rupert the Bear.
Yeah.
I don't think.
When's his comeback coming?
Rupert?
Yeah.
Not after those misdemeanor crimes.
No, not after those posts on social media. His account wasn't hacked, unlike Elmo.
Oh, fuck. Elmo would never. No. Grover?
Oh, man.
You should see his tweets.
Grover's like, oh, yeah, man, I can't get hacked.
You're like, I did on. What do you say, Grover?
Big Bird as well. It's the last one you'd expect.
It is. He's like... That's too bad.
He's going to say it. That is what Adam does, listeners. He goes, I can't possibly say it. And it's like 2 seconds later, I'm going to say it. Cut it. And I don't cut it.
Big Bird is in Sesame Street. And he crosses the road anytime someone of a person of colour comes in.
He just walks in the middle of the road, mate. He walks in the middle of the road anyway. Yes, so golf movies. I'm sure there's some crackers we've missed out. Legend of Bagger Vance, Caddyshack, Tin Cup, and Happy Gilmore. The first one are the only ones that really come to mind for me. I can't think of any other. I haven't seen Caddyshack 2. I'm tempted to give it a viewing though.
A back-to-back of Caddyshack 2 and Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah, because mostly in the last couple of weeks, I think it's just for various reasons, stuff that's going on. I've been watching a lot of older movies because, of course, we had the trailer for The Running Man, which the man I just wish would be the next Batman, but I don't think he would. Glenn Powell. He's got the chin.
He's too thin.
He's got the chin. Fuck,
Make him the Flash.
He could buff up for that. I just think he would be a fab Batman. It's because I love him, and he could just walk about in a wet t-shirt like in Twisters. Woof, woof. Glenn, what's happening? But the trailer for that, we saw it in the cinema before we saw Superman. My lovely wife was like, I don't think I've ever seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. So it's like, let's go home and watch that. It's only 84 minutes? It's not long. Remember that in the good old days when movies were 90 minutes and done. And within 10 minutes of watching it, Amber's like, I have seen this.
The new Naked Gun movie, 85 minutes.
Oh. Do you know what? I'm just going to go in watching that, and I'm going to have drank 6 pints, have the largest soda pop I can go, and know my bladder can take this.
Yeah.
Not this kind of 3-hour nonsense.
No. Fantastic Four, 2 hours. I could do it.
You can do it. You've got this.
I could do it. It's not going to be every time The Rock comes on, or The Rock. I keep calling the thing The Rock.
It doesn't matter what you call him.
I watched the Tim Story Fantastic Four this morning. When I got up, holds up. It was shite when I seen it in the cinema. Now that I've seen it and I've seen stuff like Morbius, it's not bad.
I have still got a soft spot for the first two.
For Jessica Alba.
Wow. Have you seen the thing going around on TikTok where the girl asks Vanessa Kirby about her cunty face?
Yeah.
And she's like, what? I'm sorry, what? And everyone's favourite internet daddy is like, it's a good thing, my dear.
Yeah.
I can't do a Pedro Pascal voice.
The straightest gay man you've ever seen, Pedro Pascal, says, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it is good.
So Antonio Banderas?
It is good, yes. I am Pedro Pascal, a new creation on this podcast. I am not the Pedro Pascal, I am a Pedro Pascal. It's good.
Christmas special.
Whoa, viva. Yes, that's going to be out in a couple of weeks. I know we're going to be talking about that. We still have to go see a Bollywood movie, as I mentioned. But before we wrap up, Adam, I asked the question. I don't think anyone commented on our social media threads.
Too afraid.
But for Q Radio, the things I do for work, I ordered something online. And my lovely wife, I don't know what you and Heidi are like, but when mail just comes to our house, my lovely wife, even if it says Jim McLean or anything, no name, it wasn't Jim and Amber McLean, it was like Jim McLean. What is this?
I'm the one that does that.
You've ordered. So I ordered a thing online as a joke for work.
Now, we talked about it last episode.
We did talk about this on the last episode. It has arrived, so I guess there's not much spoilers. So I ordered from that professional doctor that is Dr. Squatch, sorry.
Brother of Dr. Utgard and
Yes.
Dr. Scholl.
I ordered what claims to be legit Sydney's Bathwater Bliss. Sydney's Bathwater Medium Grit Limited Men's Natural Soap. So, smelling it here, I'm not getting much of a smell. So, Sydney's clearly, she's a clean girl.
Now, I want to say to the people at home, because you can't see the packaging.
Yeah, I don't know if this is legit.
I know it's not. It's, if you put that on your skin, it will burn.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm never going to open this.
No.
Because I think this is how either COVID-3 happens or the next zombie pandemic.
Do you remember in The Simpsons when they opened the box and the flu came out?
But I'm going to counter your claim, Adam, by senders Dr. Squatch Certificate of Authenticity, 4,818 of 5,000 limited edition bars, Sydney's Bathwater Bliss, natural soap made from Sweeney's real bathwater. And on the back, it's Sydney's looking viva. She's written a wee message to me going, you can have a shower with me anytime, Newsman Jim.
Just to let the people at home know, the photo is megapixels. It's not quite a clear photo of our Sydney.
No.
But
yeah, it got me thinking, Adam. That would be probably up there with some of the most random things. Other than stuff, like boring stuff you need round the house. Like I had to order a flush for the toilet. And I had to do about 4 orders to get the right one. Had to get a grate for our sewer. Like that stuff doesn't count. What is the most random thing you've ordered online?
For a short film I made a few years ago, black and white too, go see it on YouTube, very good. I had to order
Not Slay,
although there's some weird stuff ordered for that. I had to order one of the old talking fish. Do you remember they put it on the wall?
The singing one, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Is that what it's saying?
Take me to the river. Yeah. I had to order one of those. Now, ordered it. Said it was going to take a month to come. But filming date was sooner than a month. So then I had to order a second talking fish. Now you can't just buy these. I had to bid for it on eBay, right?
So there's no buy now options.
No, I had to bid for it. So I was like, right, I got it. Day of filming.
How much are we talking here?
50 quid each. Right. Day of filming.
And this is not tax deductible.
Absolutely not. Day of filming, knock on the door. Here you go, Mr. Neeson. It was David Corenswet, my postman.
You're bored shitless of the R2-D2 impression.
Here you go. Here's your talking fish.
You turn into Bobby De Niro now.
Hey, I got a salmon for you. Was like, yay, I have a fish for filming now. Turned round, second knock on the door. Here's your second talking fish, Mr. Neeson. So I have in the house, I think I finally fucked them out, but for ages mounted on the wall, 2 talking fish.
Did you not, knowing that there was fools out there like you who would pay up to £50 for these things, did you ever think of just reselling it on eBay?
No, because I had to put holes in it for the movie. It's a movie, you'll see it talks in the movie. But I had to put holes in it I had to fiddle about with it. So
I bet you did.
Fucking here, show me what that mouth do. Here's a little
I'm
song
gonna get my
I wrote.
50 quid's worth out of this.
Don't worry, be happy. I will.
See, I'm still disappointed though, because that's for a movie.
All right, then flashlights.
All right then, yeah, that's that. Yeah, okay, you win. Okay. On that note, thank you very much for listening. If you've got this far, next week I guess we're going to be talking about flashlights, and I still know what you did last summer, or I know what you did last summer.
Should we watch the parody version? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Should we watch that as well, just to make sure?
Yeah.
Just to cover it all.
Remember the terrible one? Is it Shriek? I still
That's
know.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Let's watch that.
I watched that. It's pretty bad. I watched that during lockdown.
Sweet.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about that. We haven't seen it. I have my tickets booked. My lovely wife and I are going to go see that in the Avenue Cinema, of all places, for a little romantic night on the sofa and canoodling and munching on burgers while everyone's trying to watch the movie. big kind of gory sequence, and I'm just like, oh, fuck, this is fucking brilliant.
You put your chargers back on?
Are you excited for this? I've heard, from what I've seen so far, it's cheesy. It's nothing we haven't seen before, but pretty solid, gory horror slasher stuff.
I love a good slasher. Even I love a bad slasher. So any slasher for me in the cinema is a big thumbs up. Going tomorrow morning, if it's possible, to go see it.
Okay. So by the time this is out, you will have seen it.
Yes. and then I'll be hooked. Fish. Here, do you remember in the first... It's tangent before. Do you remember Johnny Galecki's in the first one?
Vaguely.
Glad he gets killed. Prick.
But sadly, so does Buffy.
That's right.
Sadly, so does Buffy. But hey...
Oh, but here, before we go...
Freddie Prinze Jr. met the lovely Sarah Michelle Gellar and they're happily married ever since.
Here, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Whoa.
Have you seen her lately?
Oh,
people be like, she's shaped like a fridge. Here, let me put my milk in your fridge, Jenny.
Adam, I think you need to go on the internet and get another fleshlight. On that note,
give me that soap.
It burns. I fucking bet it does. Right. That's going to bring this podcast to a close. So if you've got this far, you've enjoyed our little bit of silliness, be sure to subscribe to make sure you never miss out. Be sure to leave us a review wherever you get your podcasting fix, because that helps other people find this madness. You can find the complete back catalogue of this show on YouTube and other various guises where you can get all your podcasting fix. The TV show is officially now going to be back in August, and we're hoping to announce some stuff in the late August, early September for the festival. So keep an eye on that. So all that's really left for me to do now is thank you very much, Adam.
Thanks, Jeb.
Thanks again for listening. We'll be back next week with another episode of the NI Scene. But for now, until then, goodbye.
Bye-bye.